I would like to talk about something that is really causing a lot of destruction in our society, that is hurting many, many people, that affects how our resources are distributed, and many people whose futures are really maimed and destroyed. And that is racism. And actually, there's very one simple way that we can get rid of racism. And it's a scientific explanation about our human origins. We are actually only one human family. We have a lot of different ethnic groups, we have a lot of different cultures, we have a lot of different nationalities, but we only have one human race, Homo sapiens sapien. And we just have to remind people where our human race began. Our human race began in Africa. And as Homo sapiens traveled across the planet, they went to Asia, came down to the Bering Strait to the Americas, and people got a little lighter in skin. Well, one of our tribes ended up in Europe, where it's very cold, and they commingled with the Neanderthals, and they lost their color. So now, those folks have to go to the beach to get their color back, or to the tanning salon. So it is so important that we remember that we are all one human family. And so we can say to all of those white nationalists, get over it, you're Africans, okay? Just get over it. And we know that the racism has been really sharply targeted to Latinos. And I just want to say to everybody, Google the map of the United States of America before 1848. And when you see that map of the United States of America, you're going to be shocked, because guess what? A third of the United States was Mexico. So when they tell us, go back where you came from, we have to say to them, you know, we are where we came from, okay? We were here before the border. So we didn't cross the border crossed us. We were here before the border. And so then we extend those attacks against Latinos, and then we think of all of the people that are in cages at the border. All of these people that have come to seek refuge, asylum seekers in the United States of America. And we think, well, why are they coming here? I mean, we go to those places like Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador. We go there as tourists. So why are they leaving their beautiful lands to come here? Well, we know a lot of it is due to poverty. And then we think of the word bananas. Bananas? Yes. How many bananas do we consume in the United States every single day? Does that money go to the people in Guatemala or El Salvador or Honduras? No. The money that we spend on bananas goes to Chiquita Banana, to Dole Banana, to the 50 banana companies, and it never reaches the people on whose land the bananas are produced or the people that work to produce the bananas. So this is something that we have to think about in terms of our foreign relations. And then we punish the people who we have exploited to make our banana corporations rich. And we know that this is wrong. So we have to do something about this. And Coretta Scott King said this: we will never have peace in the world until feminists take power. So this is what we have to work on. But to do that, we've got to get rid of another evil that we have in our society, which Helen Keller said is the worst one that scientists have never been able to find a cure for. And that is apathy. So that means that all of us have to become organizers. We've got to go out there. We've got to talk to our friends. We've got to talk to our relatives. We've got to talk to our neighbors and say to them, please join us. Please help us organize so we can get rid of the racism and the bigotry, the misogyny, the homophobia, thinking about our environment and how we have to save our planet. And we could all do this But that means that we've got to get out there and we've got to get to work and make sure that all of our public institutions, our private institutions, every single organization, that they will join us in this movement to get rid of racism, sexism, homophobia, bigotry against our labor unions, against our working people. But if all of us work together, we can actually make it happen. So I'm going to ask you all a question, and I think you know the answer. And the question I'm going to ask you is, who's got the power? Now, wait a second, okay? I'm going to ask you who's got the power. I want you to say, we've got the power. And when I say, what kind of power? I want you to say, people power. Can we do that? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. So all of us working together, can we make sure that we end the racism? Can we do that? Yeah. Okay, the bigotry, the misogyny, the homophobia, okay? And save our planet. Okay, so let's all do it all together with an organized hand clap, and we'll say it in Spanish. Yes, we can, which means sí se puede. Let's go, all together. Sí se puede. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Thank you.